And what I'm experiencing right now, also as a result of emails that I get in and questions, is that mostly everybody's out of poise because they concentrate only on one, mostly the physical. They want to get rich quick, they want to have that house, they want to have that woman, they want to have this or that, blah, 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 all of this stuff, which is fine, it's wonderful. That's why we're studying self-empowerment. But you will not achieve this self-empowerment unless you consider and entertain and make use of the metaphysical aspect of your life, which is that undersea of consciousness which lies deep, deeply within yourself. I've already alluded to this in one of the videos. Now take Einstein. He spent his life figuring out these formulas. They're really physical formulas. He was very much into the mechanics of the universe. Yet, he himself says that there's something more that he doesn't quite understand. He came close to it with the formula for relativity. But even so, he alludes to something more, something he can't put his finger on. And this is what I don't quite 100% understand, but I'm getting there. And this has to do with a secret I'm going to tell you in a minute. We live a physical life. We eat, we sleep, we work for tomorrow. Make sure that everything is working right so we can survive, as I mentioned before. Nature wants us to survive all the time, more and more survival. So one day, our brains and our physical machinery is able to understand and use the metaphysical laws. When we can do that, we then can create. Create what? Create that world that all philosophers have searched for. That world which may exist, maybe not, but that world that may exist after body death. Because life in a physical body doesn't make sense. Now, Einstein learned so much. He created so much. Salvador Dali, the painter, did so much. Beethoven did so much. Pablo Casals, the great cellist, the great philosopher. Pablo Picasso, all of these people. They became masters in their craft and masters philosophically. And then what happened? They died. They kicked the bucket. All of us. Doesn't make sense. So, if you have reached this point of looking at it this way, you will naturally wonder what lies beyond body death. Now, the secret I'm about to tell you is this. Are you ready? Like I said, I can't prove it to you, but I have proven it to myself almost, I'd say 96%, because of what I have experienced. So, what I want to tell you, and I believe is a secret, if there is another state of consciousness beyond death, if there is another place that we can enjoy, ready? You have to create it. That's right, you heard me right. If you want a heaven or a hell or whatever the hell is out there beyond this life on earth, you have to create it. And you are creating it every single day. But you're not creating it knowingly. When you get angry, you run away with the anger. You let the anger control you. That's not a self-determined way to handle the emotions. Now, when I tell you that I sat down for many years, just a few minutes every day, and created a place that is there. And I'm not positive because I don't remember dying yet, so I don't know. But I'm 96% sure that that place will exist in my consciousness once the body is dropped. Now, in general, I would say that when a person dies, he goes totally unconscious because he's never decided to create his own consciousness as it will be in another state. So I have this place. I created it. It's very beautiful. I even put a couple of friends in there. And whenever I want to, I close my eyes and go to that place. Sometimes I fall asleep that way. Now, getting back to Einstein, the way I interpret that formula, energy equals mass, mc squared, is that everything in the universe is light. This is why there are so many references to light in the Bible and all the mystical books written in the past. Now, a lot of the mystical books in the past have a lot of truths in them. The problem is that all of those truths have been prostituted. So anybody who's dealing with mysticism today is playing with the prostitution of those principles. You take a guy like John Dalton. He was a physicist. I think this was the 17th century. I think, I'm not positive. But he was a mystic also. Galileo, all these guys were mystics. But they were playing with the truth as they saw it. So today I don't want to use the word mysticism, but I use the word metaphysics, which is beyond the physical. So they were playing with the laws of metaphysics. So they discovered many, many things for us. Well, they didn't deliberately do it for us. They did it for themselves, of course, directly, but indirectly for the rest of the world. For example, why am I doing these lectures? Why am I doing these classes? I don't get paid for them. But it's part of my purpose in life. There is a need for me to do it. And in doing so, I am enjoying it for myself and contributing to myself. And indirectly, I hope, to you guys too. So, if you really think about Einstein's formula, the whole universe is light, including this stand right here. All matter is light. The whole universe is vibration. Now, at one time in my life, when I was very heavily experimenting with these things, I experienced what I'm going to say now. Every time I went to bed to sleep, I would invoke this universal light.